Well, good morning. I'm unable to sleep. I have lots and lots of chips to sort and RF cables and all sorts of stuff. I'm just going to give it a couple hours, maybe. I don't know if let's see if I'm blurring. I'm steady. Last time I was all jittery. Yeah, jitter happens, right? Okay. I have lots and lots of stuff to do. Ooh, that's way too. I need a better camera. I'm at 60 frames, so it should be smooth, but it's never smooth. So I gotta get the IC book out. This is my random IC book. Let's see. IC chips. Right here. We have ICs. And I have new anti-static bags. Anti-static bags. I'll try to keep up on the chat. I got my little device. See, man, I overdid it. I got a lot of stuff at the surplus. And, yeah. It's going to be a lot of labeling. Scare Cotty away. But this is all the ICs. It's a small box. The cables and... Oh, man, that's insane. Cables, connectors... that needs to open. I stashed these. I ordered these and then I forgot about them. Well, I've just been busy. Gotta open those. It's just flux. Let's see. We've got ICs. Okay. What do we have for ICs in this one? We gotta... Sometimes they'll have a digikey, but most of the time they're just Tektronix part numbers. But at least this one, I have a digikey or a Mauser. So there's analog devices. I put these in a binder, and I will have them at my fingertips if I ever need one. And I've already used a whole bunch of stuff off of this. So, get my labeler up. So. Sometimes I score, sometimes it's just like, I'll throw it in there and it'll live there forever. So this is a pre-scaler DC to 2.2 gigahertz. An HMC 394 LP. This can be a boring stream, people. LP4E. Because sometimes if I find a decent chip that is worth something, I'll list it on eBay. Make sure my... Like, these are what, 35 bucks at DigiKey? Wow. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get, FPGAs and stuff, and those recoup the funds pretty quick. But most of the stuff will never move. $89. I think those might go on eBay. Let's see what they're sold. Sold items. Nothing. You got 5 pieces there for $80. I've got 3. I'll list them. Maybe later. I'll never get. If I do it later, then I will. So one like this. Take a picture. Yeah, 5 viewers. So we're just sorting parts. You can chat. If I find something cool, I'll list it. And if I don't find anything cool, it's just going to be me babbling. I'll see how long I can go. So I feel like I don't want to do no more. But I got my coffee. We have Cotty. I'll put. Yeah, and these will still go in the binder. Let's see which way the numbers are. Auto fit. Right. I never put the sticker on the bag. I just put it there. So where are we gonna put this? This is just a new one I started a while back. So we got PLDs, CPLDs, flash, serial EPROMs. It's just a new. Cotties. I'm just going to throw this in miscellaneous. I need to rebag all these because I ran out of anti-static bags, but most of them are in anti-static packing, or the bundle of them. I'll just throw that in the miscellaneous. This takes forever. And I'm on the wrong printer. Ah. Boring stream. Boring stream. Kai, she's like wanting cookies. I'm just going to use that printer. I'll just use that printer. Next one. What do we have? These look like coils. We will throw those in the coil bin. I've already went through a little bit of these, so. U and S. There's 10 of them. IC 1185. 18010. Well, whenever it says UNS on these surplus ones, you don't know what the hell it is. So you're going to have to look. That'll go, we will look later. Do you see her? She's just going crazy. You want cookies? Let's give her cookies. She's just being demanding. Okay, this is a frequency doubler, 400 megahertz. So, issue with Tektronix stuff is you do not know what the part number is most of the time. So you gotta open it up, look it up, find it. It is a lot of work. So let's see what this chip is. Or what are these? Sometimes they're chips, sometimes they're something else. Ah. Okay, we have to look these up. Cotties? Oh, I'm gonna have to look these up. Don't know what those are. It's being annoying. You guys can just watch Cotty. I'll leave Cotty on and you can just sit out here and watch the camera. Just there. So, I don't know what that is. It's a 400 megahertz frequency doubler. CMOS line driver. I really don't want to do this tonight. Adaptive cable. Oh, I gotta get back to doing listing that. If I don't, I will forget. This will be a big counter. This is an analog devices. Three of these. I don't know the source. I don't recognize that label. I'll just list it. I forgot to put this location. This was in what I see bin. I didn't even label that one. Gonna be in like BNDR. What binder number was that? TMP. Binder temp. Revise it. Hello, Rat Pink. How you doing? How do you get cookies for Rat Pink? Here. Rat Pink. You can thank Rat Pink. It's just sorting parts. Which ones do I want to sort? Which ones do I not want to sort? CMOS prom. Well, that's going to be that's a read only. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about backing this one up yet. I'm going to throw this in a read only bin. It's got tungstens. Okay, read only bin right there. What do we have here? Logic. Cotty's just going to be in my way all night. Okay, I will take this. Put this over in the logic. I'm not even going to bother inventory because I've got so much logic to inventory, it's unreal. One day I'll sit there and do the inventory of the logic. I should do it pretty quick because I ordered some about 3 weeks ago and then I found a stash of it, so I really need to get this digital 10-bit deserializer. Cotty's just going to be in my way. I might have to put you're going to have to get on the floor. So if I find something cool, I throw it on eBay. That's nothing cool. Buffer driver, 74LS244. That goes in logic. 74 LS244. I got a whole thing of foam over here and it just gets stuck on there. Hey, go. She's being annoying. You see her? I just grab through here and bipolar amplifier microwave. More memory. That's a 512 stick. Old 512 stick. 512 mag. Not lots of memory. I should cut my head open and put some in so I replace my memory. NPN, that goes into transistor bin. I mean, I'm not joking. We've got tons. This is another big old bag. It's just full. Full of stuff. This takes hours. Well, if I'm streaming, it's going to take hours. If I was just sitting here by myself, I just got to do something. Serial flash, okay. That is going to go in a backup later. Let's toss that in file. More amplifiers. I double seal it. And that is another read-only Cypress device. We've got 3 here. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm gonna have to look that one up. CY7B 933. CY7B 933. Receiver fiber channel. What do they go for on eBay? $7. $8.88. That's worth selling. And eBay is my inventory, so. I will put them for $7.49. Chips, chips, chips. Where'd my bags go? Maybe one of my bags? There's the bags. Ratfink, wasn't that you that got the radio? If I remember right? Get this listed. New. I have 7.49. I have 3 of those. MISC. I'll bump it up to $9.99. Do that. That's what I gotta do. It takes forever to load this directory unless I usually change the name of it. Gotta upload the pictures. CY7B933. List it. Yeah, a lot of PLCC devices with this Tektronix stuff. It's either list stuff on eBay, sort through chips, do something. Bipolar amplifier, microwave. What we got? Sockets. Let's go in the socket. I got Jenga going on over here. Quantity of 6. Yep, there's 6 in there. Schmittenberger triggers. Okay. What's in that? Quantity 10. Sometimes we get awesome parts when they're in containers. Sometimes they're just crap. I mean, look at that. That rubber band. Yeah, she wants to play. That's... What do we get? This is like Christmas Day every day. Well, we're going to have to read it off the package. Let's see what the hell this is. This is a 9.2 HD. B1. X5. NGD. Nothing. I'm not finding anything. I've done that many times. Just gotta throw it in the pile and look for it later. HD99B1 X5 NDG. XYAX. There we go. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Audio codec class D amp. Now I'm gonna make that on a big label so I can see it and put this on a research. Could be an unusual one. I don't see it on eBay at all. I see it on Jordan, but the datasheet don't want to download. Half the time these data sheets are just junk. So I will stick this. Put this in the research or read bin. UNS, there's 10 of them. Got no clue. I need to make a UNS bin for unknowns. Gas microwave attenuator. 1 would be a little chip. What do we have here? Counter. Well, it's going to be a logic device. It is going to go over to logic. Yep. And we just grab something out of this. Oh, what the hell is this? This looks like a power supply of some sort. This is a 5-volt, 2.4 amp inverter because it outputs 15 volts, 0.3 amps. Let's see what this thing's worth. Probably not worth much. I've got a bunch of these type power modules, so. PWR 5105C. $66. 9-watt DC to DC converter. Sell one like this. Probably won't sell, but I will sell it. Trim it down. A good anti-static bag. And I will put it with all the other ones. All repackaged. Ready to rock and roll. This one is going to go into DS1. Either stop working or been disconnected. Okay. That was weird. I don't have anything showing that should pop up my PGM select. There we go. I don't know why I was popping that window up. Boring stream, I know. Nothing good happening. And that was in BB1-DS1. I need a better filing system for parts. Running out of space. What really bites is sometimes I'll forget to put the location. Then it'll sell and I'll have to hunt for like 2 hours finding it. At that point, sometimes I just want to shut the eBay thing down, but it keeps my inventory up. If I need to find something, I know I have it, I can look on eBay and figure out where the hell it's at. Let's see, I need to go and add that. Better put my eBay link in the description. I did get a new programmer. Its unboxing will be probably launched a day or two. Yeah, I'm taking way too long on this tonight. My head's foggy. Gotta figure out what these are. Frequency doublers, huh? Okay, I'll give you some cookies. Jeez. He's just being annoying. Yeah, I gotta work around this camera, so... These are sockets. I've got tons of those, man. And those are single wipe, it looks like. So those... go in the trash. Anti-static foam goes in the anti-static foam box. What do we have here? This is bipolar modulator balanced. Curious. I'm gonna poke you. Just like, stop that. These are tiny. But we don't know what they are. I'm gonna have to look them up with the microscope, so... maybe they're those, maybe that's the part number right there. Sometimes it's just elusive. 156N. Let's try that. Nothing. It goes right there. CMOS controller, 2-port. That's what we have in that one. Of course, there is no part number. You're gonna have to read it off the chip. A USS 312TC. Worth anything or just file it? I'm not finding. I'm on Alibaba. Oh, that one's going to be a research later. I don't want to stand up and research it. That's going to be a research later. Next one. What? CMOS prom. Okay, that's going to be a read only. Yep. Another Cypress. It goes in there. Microcontroller. 8-bit. Microcontroller 8-bit. Ooh, and it's got a Tektronix part number on it. What do we have underneath the hood? Little bit of IPA. It's probably going to be a read-only. CY7C. $63001. One-time programmable. So these are going to be listed. These are going to be most likely proprietary to Tektronix, so I will leave them in there. I've got a whole bag full of one-time programmable proprietary Tektronix stuff. Those are going to all get listed. Pals. These get dropped in there. I will back these up. I probably already have a copy of them. I get a lot of duplicates in the... I found out that most of the Tektronix pals are not protected. Okay, and I found some of these that if they don't have a sticker, they're generally blank. So if they blank check, I keep them. So. I know this is a lot of wasted time on this, but okay, frequency synthesizer. I'll throw that there. Memory, SRAM, 32K. That's a known good SRAM. 2 pieces. HM62256. That goes over here in SRAM. Or SRAM right there. That bin's getting full. This takes hours. But sometimes you score pretty good. And you get some chips that are valuable. Most of them are just worthless. Buffers and line drivers are $1 or $2. Oop. More pals. And programmable logic devices. And I've got bags and bags of these now. These are a 16 V8H. Well, 16 V8s. In that there. Those are put away. Quads. Clock function. PLL. Joe likes trains. I got another lot from the Tektronix surplus. This is just the ICs. And I'm just sorting through the ICs. And the rules of the channel, if you're new, Cotty gets cookies every time a new person chats. So, and thank you. She is a beautiful kitty. That's Joe Likes Trains. I just not able to sleep, so I'm just sitting here going through parts. CMOS. And as I've showed other people, they don't list the chip numbers most of the time, so they just list the Tektronix number. So you got to read it off. It's a lot of sorting. I went through like 5 of these boxes. If they're erasable, I will. And it's hard to do things with her. You know, she just wants to headbutt you. This is a D71054L. Programmable timer counter. And some of the stuff I list on eBay. Yeah, 5 pieces for $4. I'm not even going to bother listing. I'll just throw that in inventory. Will I ever use it? Probably not. But at least it'll be available if I ever need one. Okay, she gets cookies, yes. New person chatting. You get cookies. Here we go. New person chatting. We'll give her a hug. There we go. Hug, hug. That was from Bubblebeck92220. Oop. She's annoying. Back to what I was doing here. Stick these in the binder under miscellaneous. I really need to get through and update my spreadsheet on this crap. I'll do it when the binder's full. Right. I usually will list what they are. No, I don't have to do it later. Yeah, the miscellaneous pre-scaler. DC to 12 gigahertz. Got no clue. Most of this is RF stuff I'm noticing this time. Yeah. Desiccant. Ooh, little BGAs. Those are clock functions. I just need easy stuff tonight. I can't sleep, so ECL pre-scalers, nope. Transistors. Go in transistor bin. Op amps. I've got so many different op amps, it's unreal. Unknowns. 31 of them. UNS is unknown. I need to make it an unknown. I'm just picking tonight. We got some diodes. OTP. And then the OTP bin. DRAM. Yeah, she's a good kitty. She's a good kitty. I reinforce her bad behavior. CMOS Mux encoder. What is this one? MM74C, that's Logix. We'll throw that on the logic pad. So I make little binders like this and put my chips and surface mount parts. Quad gate. I'll go over to logic. Just bring the pads over. I know I'm going to be finding more of them. So I store the logic on anti-static until I get a bunch of them, and then I will go through and I will sort them to whatever they are. I mean, logic's super cheap, so I don't really worry about it. Bipolar regulator. That would be in a different bin. This is like a crystal. 3.589 oscillator over there. That's a prom. Be a read only. And I will go and back up a lot of these chips. Just jumper bars. Like little pre-bent jumpers. Garbage. And more logic, surface mount logic. I don't have my logic bipolar voltage regulators. $7805s. Hey, couldn't I just put 7805 on here somewhere? But 3 Texas Instruments 7805s. All right, I will throw those over here, and I will put those in the transistor bin. The folder for transistors has those. So, okay, what do we have here? Very, very unknown and cryptic. Let's open this up. I did what, 8 hours doing this one day? That was too long. Tundra. Oh, we have some sort of CPU here. Yeah, it looks like some sort of CPU. Never heard of a Tundra before. Let's look at this a little closer over here. TSII 06G. I06G. Hmm. TSI 106. TSI 106G 66JB. Let's try that. PCI bus controller. Or anything? Nothing on eBay. So let's put it on eBay. Get a box. And we'll put it in a, we'll toss it in one of these boxes. Anti-static box. Oh, create a listing. Let's see, is there anything for sell on these? Anywhere? It's probably some sort of PCI bus controller, so it's going to be vintage if it came from the surplus, so. Octopart, 20 bucks. Obsolete. That's what it's going to go for. There was no description whatsoever on this, so. That is new. Yeah. Fresh blank white label. See the Tundra's balls? Look at those balls. That will be drop that in the bag. Throw it in the box. Put a label on it. It's not too productive tonight. Sometimes I don't let these streams stay public. Sometimes I do. I don't know. Hey. Gotta use the zebra. It is, well, was. Don't like that. Sometimes these labels just don't like to stick. Yep, that label didn't stick. Alternative. Put the box in the bag and then use the sticker. There we go. DS1. What are we going into? I need a more efficient way of doing this stuff. Never heard of Tundra before. I'll have it listed here shortly. PCI bus controller, CMOS, CBGA 304. Oh, somebody's annoying me. This is new old stock. One piece. BB1. I'm going to change locations. It's going to go in bin. Bin 7. B7. 19.47. 1947. That'll work. That's a good round year. I don't think I'll ever use that, so it's going in the liquidation. Yeah, my boring stream is my boring stream. I got 5 concurrent viewers, so it must not be that boring. They're all here for Cotty Kitty. And you see her, she just stares at me. It's just glued to me like, oh, she's strange. I've got this one person, he keeps buying all my weird CPLDs and all sorts of oddball weird chips that I post. He keeps buying them. I don't mind it. He really likes the FPGAs and the CPUs. So, yeah, let's see what else we got. I'm going to put this over, because if I toss this, it's a regulator, so it's going to go right there. Prom 32K. This one's going to be most likely one-time programmable. And I will do a backup session once I get them all. Yeah, that's going to be one-time programmable. Oh, I don't... Last time I had a whole bunch of stuff. Bipolar amplifiers. Oh, I don't feel like dealing with that. Go away. UNS. What do we have for UNS? 9 of them. See through the package on this one. 74 HC74s. Common. I'll just take this logic. I've got probably 20, 30 of these full. I really need to get through them and put all of them in tubes. Inventory it. Okay. More problems. These problems ain't gonna go to waste. They're gonna either... Oh, that one's erasable. Oh, that one's an interesting one. That one right there. You can tell it's gonna have a window in it under this. Generally. Let's see. I don't want to destroy the part number because I haven't seen this one yet. Let me give it a little bit of alcohol. Soften up the glue. Might be a window under this. Yes, there is. Okay, so this one, I haven't seen many of these yet in the Tektronix lot, but see that window? That makes this chip UV erasable. So it is going to go in there for backup. Just got to wait for it to dry for the sticker. And I'll back that up. CMOS, EEPROM. And these most likely are one-time programmables. I'll look the part number up, see if I've already done that part number. If not, then I'll peel the sticker. If they're one-time programmable, I will list them up on eBay with that part number or throw them in the box with all the others and sell it all as one lot. I don't know. But I just want reprogrammable logic. UNS. What do we have here? Okay. Put that sticker back over there to protect it. Yeah, looks like we've got some regulators. LM something. $29.40 CS. Those go over there. Computer booter.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
No, she's got both blue eyes. But Booter's chatting. I'll give you some cookies. Here, since Booter's here, we give you a lot of cookies. Yeah. Let's see here. A veterinarian once told me that all white cats are normally deaf. I had one white cat with a blue eye and a green eye. She had a tiny tuft black hair on her head. The vet said if they have a tuft of hair, then she isn't deaf. I found it interesting. Yeah, usually if they have one color, different colored eyes, they're usually deaf in the blue eye, is what I've read. But I'm not a vet, so. All right, back to sorting chips. Okay, so we have line drivers. Those were 15-volt regulators. Optocouplers. Power supply supervisor. Okay. Bus conductor shunts. Those don't have a place for those. CMOS peripheral IC processor. N55853. Nice chatting with you. Thanks for stopping in. Try to get some sleep. I'm gonna probably call it here in maybe an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. N55853. That's just part sorting. It's boring. SA1046 maybe? What did they call this? It's a IC processor CMOS peripheral. That ain't much help. It's a Philips. N55853. Nothing. Well, that's going to go on the unknown lookup later. IC digital demodulator TV. Let's see what's in this. Ooh, that one's a... These are going to be quad flat packs. Look at those. A little bit bent on a few pins. But those will straighten out. I'll throw those back in here. I'm not going to go deal with those right now. DVD modulators, I don't think there's going to be worth anything. More logic. Another logic chip. We're putting a little dent in it today. Seven-piece integrated circuit. What is it? We got no clue. We've got resistors. Boucher. Well, those are pre-bent leads, so throw those over here in transistors. Well, we'll throw it in a that needs to actually go in a resistor bin. My resistor bin is pretty darn full. I'll never get through that. Gas amp. Yeah, these are going to be some interesting things. IC peripheral processor. More of those probably one-time programmables. Does it match that number? Nope. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm just looking mainly all for the dips right now. Get them out of here. They're the biggest. '74HC164. It goes in logic. RF DC 3 gigahertz. Yeah, some of these there, those are worth something. Sometimes. But the problem with them is getting the part number off of them and trying to figure out exactly what they are. It's an RF amp of some sort, and it'll be like just a couple numbers stamped on it, and you'll have to dig through data sheets to find out what the hell it is. So, ECL differential driver. IC interface adapter. Well, let's see what this one is. G65 SC 22P I-3. That's what it says, peripheral interface. eBay? $7. I'll sell it. Out of China, $7. $9.50 delivery. Get a box. A box? A little dusty. Box is worth more than the chip. $20 with shipping. We'll just do that. I think I'll put this in. It is in a box, ready to go. And I have it labeled. Something I would probably never use ever. I'm in it for the reprogrammable devices. Not these peripherals. But I mean, a lot of the stuff, logic and stuff, it helps. I've used a lot of it. So. Gotta make sure these Chinese descriptions have the right catalog information. G65S. I've done that before, just sell similar and look and make sure didn't look at the catalog information and sell it, and it's not right. Why is this not showing? I don't know why this keeps doing this. Whenever I plug this phone in, sometimes it'll remember that I'm on a sort it by date, and sometimes it just defaults to something else. That ran CMD. I was putting it in heavy equipment attachments now. We want IC chips. Definitely not under heavy equipment. Yeah. Number of pins, 40. New. Drop that into bin 7. And let's go 9.99. Probably just wasted a whole bunch more time listing it than I'll earn. So 6, banana, about 1, 4 ounces. List it. Done. Usually, if I'm not streaming and blabbering to myself, I can do a lot of these in an hour. Just hundreds of dollars an hour. But I'm tired. Integrated circuit. What do we have there? Yeah, 7 pieces of something. Probably more logic. I can't read it in the package. It's a tube of something. M41T56. M41T56. That is a real-time clock. So I will stick that right here with the other tube of something. It was over here. I put it somewhere. We're just oscillator there. Okay, programmable logic devices. Those go in there. Converter, CMOS, 8-bit, PLCC of some sort. CMOS EEPROM. There are only 2 in there. These are going to be like 93C46s or 66s or something like that. $56 D346. No, those are weird ones. $6346A. Unknown. So I will put those right back in. And we'll research those later. Transistors. Twisted transistors. The transistors go there. Unknowns. Ooh. That's poor packing. Altera Flex. I think I got some more of those. Throw that over here. It's probably going to have bent pens. Analog switch. Single bolt, double throw. Use unknowns. Frequency synthesizers, 550 megahertz. Regulator controller. What the hell is this? Okay, there's the circuit board. Tektronix. Compression adapter. We will throw that into the research later. She just has to be front and center. Transistors, go video. MOSFET. They're supposed to be ICs, not transistors. In-channel FET. Okay. That's always good to have different types of MOSFETs. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty good backup lot here. Pause that there. Temperature sensors. Another one of those compression adapters. More transistors. Good transistors. I got like 4 binders of transistors. More transistors. From Repro graphics card. Into that. Pots. Let's go up in there. I've got variable resistors right there. A whole big old drawer full of that crap. If you do this for long enough, you'll... Ooh, there's another one of those PCI buses. These are slightly different. These are bigger quad flat pack, so definitely you got to be careful. Wish they'd pack this stuff better. She wants attention. She just has to have the attention. Okay. You go sit down. Like, screw you. CMOS. MOSFETs. Quad gates. I'm just looking for reprogrammables. Or stuff that's programmable that I can back up. That's going to be a one-time programmable EEPROM, 512x8. We're making a dent today. More transistors. Once you get it all sorted, it goes pretty quick. Memory programmable serial EEPROM. Look at that one. It's a single integrated circuit. Okay. HDTV adaptive cable. Those were those. Transceivers. Oscillators. Translators. Some of the stuff I've never heard of, but it's Tektronix, so it's test equipment. So it's CMOS analog switch quad, IC processor, CMOS. Transceivers. Translators. We're gonna make it through this box tonight. Just Mux quad. Standoff. What a waste. Just a lonely standoff. I got tons of standoffs. Flip-flops. Ferrite bead. Got a whole binder of those. Power supply supervisors. Unknowns. Attenuators. Oscillators. Ten-bit serializer. Another oscillator. Power supply supervisors. A lot of these you'll get doubles, triples. Regulator control. Unknowns. Bipolar comparator. It's going to be an Altera. IC processor DSP. That might be worth something. Ethernet. More power supply supervisors. LVDS quad. I think I'm getting... That's going to be another EEPROM. I could zap some of these with the lasers to depackage them. I don't know. This one's not as good as the last batch. Serial EEPROM. I can tell by the weight that they're the same one-time programmables. So. That one might not be a. That one might be a. Let's stick it in there. That one will be erasable. Power driver, IC linears, ECL differentials. Regulator control. Unknown. 6. Oh. These will most likely be logic. Yes, logic. Put them on the today's logic. You gotta get that pen unbent. Need to get one of those, need to get another bin for all the logic. There's tons of it. Oh, more memory. Another stick of 512. Moto 01. New chatter. You get cookies. These are from Momoto 01. He chatted. There you go. How you doing, Momoto 01? Of course. Okay, that was not a logic. That was something else. ECL translator. I'll just stick it on there anyways. Yeah, this is about the most boring stream ever. Like an ultra unboxing. CMOS clock functions. I'm just looking for dips and quad flat packs right now. I found something weird the other day and I lost it. Quad gates. Oop, clippy. Frequency synthesizers. Unknown. The UNS is unknown. Ah, more of those. What do we have here? Turn these over. Yep. More of those. 15-volt regulators. Adjustable. Attenuators fixed. Getting down there. Look at that. Get all the big things. That's a prompt. Yeah. Now that one don't have a sticker on it, so but it is laser engraved. So it might be blank. We'll find out when we do the programming. That'll be on another live stream. I'll go through this whole bin here. More oscillators. You can never have too many oscillators. More oscillators. Op amps. Transistor bipolar. Transistors. Okay. IC processor, CMOS. I think this is another one of those. I don't know what that one is. Can we see? PC. Yeah, that one's going to be a look at later. I'll throw those up here. More op amps. Silicon SCR, silicon controlled rectifiers. Flash. Goes in that one. Quad mux. Okay. CPLD. Yeah, that's a gal. That'll be erasable. I got a whole bunch last time. This time it's just really horrible. Wonder if they're picking through them a little more. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah? You got a hairball? Oh. Oh. We got hairball. Okay. Okay. What do you need to do? Yeah. Okay. Well, are you okay? Yeah, she's gonna go hide. She hairballed it. Too many cookies. Okay. Well, Cotty had too many cookies. Okay, we will do. Well, I went through a whole lot on this one. We got it down. A whole bunch. That was full. Ish. So. And these are the ones we're gonna back up. And I can go through all these there and inventory them. Stick them in bags, and I'll do that off when I can. I'll take it in where I sit down and do it all. He is so overwhelmed whenever I go to the surplus store. That's just one box. That was just the chips. There's probably chips in the other boxes too. So. Now let me show you the other box here. This is going to be the big one. This is cables. Oop, Cotty's back. Are you okay? Did I put a box up? Yeah, she heard the box coming up. These are cables. I don't really want to go through them all, but there's all sorts of cables in here. Mostly RF stuff. So I'll go through that another day. You got me good. But Tektronix. It's a lot of RF cables. That weighs something. We got RF cables. I had to go through this, separate all the resistors. I started it. But there's more than just resistors in here. But then I'll throw this in another big old box of resistors that I have. There's precision resistors like 0.1 and 0.3 ohm in here. Beads. I just got to go through it. But I already went through about half of it. So. Then we have a bag. Right here. I can throw that in cables. This will be connectors. Empty bags. Yeah, just empty. Cables. That's on-off shaft assembly. It's just miscellaneous stuff. Connectors. It's like a SMD box. More connectors. Flat flex. Little header connectors. Board mount for LEDs. All sorts of stuff. Doubler. And some of those in there. Put that in there. And we got flat flex. More cables. Throw those in cables. More cables. These are probably just all going to be miscellaneous stuff. More headers, connectors. With an ejector locks. HD driver unit. Got no clue. There's a chip. Throw that in there. Transformer. But sometimes you look at these part numbers up, and you will actually find something pretty cool. Yeah, just cables. This is a lot of stuff. I mean, it's semi-rigid, low amp. So I've been separating a lot of the RF, semi-rigid RF cables for connectors. Transformer, like it's emptied. That's an oscillator. Those are oscillators. And some proprietary, connectors. Somebody will want those for their test equipment. GPIB. We need a GPIB cable. RF. A lot of RF stuff. Velcro. Connectors, headers. BNC 75 ohm. PCB double. And if you list it with the Tektronix part number, another more oscillators. UNS unknown, like some sort of attenuator maybe. Throw those over there. Check those out later. Disc friction. BNC females. Black cables. Yeah, this is just connectors and stuff. I'll throw it in a box and put it somewhere and go through it one day. So this is gonna be the next. Let's do some backing up, archiving of firmware. Andrea Ricoy, yes, she's pretty cool. So she gets cookies. We've given her a lot of cookies and she already spewed up some, so she's probably hungry again. Yeah, I've got enough stuff for me to do in the morning. She's a good kitty. She got me good. Look at you, owie dad. Okay, so we have oscillators over here. I love them. These were Alteras. That was from the last batch. Okay, these are what my buddy Scuba sent me. They're like some 10 grid arrays. They're really trippy looking. Not seen one of these yet. Sure what they're from. Trip. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours, 30 minutes. Think that's enough? I think it is. Cotty's like, yep, I want to go sleep. So we will catch y'all later.